Zach and Aaron done got to fighting again, y'all. What this is the second time or is this the third time they done got to fighting? But good morning, y'all, and welcome to Tyler Perry Sistas Season 5, Episode 17. I'm late doing this because I just woke up. But yeah, they done got to fighting. I said, okay, I'm gonna be on Aaron's side this time, y'all. I'm gonna be on Aaron's side this time because he had every right to defend Karen when Zach grabbed her and made her sit down or whatever. I said he ain't had to put his hands on her like that. I was like, that's why they got the fighting right there. But at the same time, Zach was already hostile towards him anyways, because he was like he how many seconds off his behind and all this stuff, and he called him corny and everything. So that kind of insinuates, y'all, he still got some animosity inside of him in regards to Karen choosing Aaron over him or whatever. But I said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna have to be on Aaron's side. He did. They was trying to tell him, but I'm gonna be on his side in regards to that. But I still feel like I don't know. Do y'all think after watching yesterday's episode, do y'all think that Karen actually was the one who set it all up? Because now I don't know. I'm still hoping that she didn't. They still didn't do no type of clarification. They didn't really reveal if she knew. Even Fatima was like, no, she didn't do it and all that. So I don't know. I really don't know. But okay. So the episode picks up with Zach and Fatima still. Zach says he didn't kiss Karen. He now thinks that Karen set him up. He trying to get Fatima to see the angle of the photo. He's like, look at the angle of the photo. I said, don't even look like they kissing though. But Fatima's so angry, and I was like, it don't look like. First of all, and then it makes you look at Angela's friend sideways because it's like I said on the other review, if you sat there during that whole time and watched their interaction, you could have said, okay, she did kiss him on the jaw. He was trying to leave and she hugged him. So that's why Zach was like, okay, she set him up because she was like, that's why she was so nice to me. And I was like, man, if it comes out that she actually didn't do it, I wouldn't be shocked or whatever. But at the same time, I don't know. They didn't reveal if she did it or not. But he keeps saying that Karen did this on purpose, which is why Karen was nice to him and everything. Fatima keeps saying Karen didn't send it to her. She didn't send it to me and all that stuff. And the whole little scene later in the episode with what's her name, Angela, I was like, you don't stirred up all this mess by showing this girl the photo. You ain't asked a friend like what happened during it. You could have asked her since y'all want to show photos, so you could have asked her or whatever, but you didn't. So then she told me, well, you said he's different and all that stuff. Now you want to tell that you supposed to telling her that when you showing her the photo, you could be like, remember, you said Zach is different. He's not like this. So of course there might be, more to the story. You didn't say it. Now you want to say she playing the fence. I feel like Angela is playing the fence. I feel like Angela is one of those friends that's gonna have to choose. Just like the whole Andy. I titled this sister versus sister because next week they Andy and Karen gonna go back and forth or whatever. And that's why I did the whole video or whatever because they about to go back and forth next week about who's friend and everything. And I said, see, I knew it was gonna come down to this. I knew it would. But okay, so Sabrina invites Bayo over, and he comes over. He tells Sabrina he missed her. He didn't know what was wrong. He thought he did something and everything. She tells him about, excuse me, about what Q did, the bank robbery and everything, and basically to sum all that up, he said no. She asked her for that. Listen, I said he said no. He said no after she asked or whatever. He's worried about Maurice running, and he says he don't know him, and he said no. That's it. I was like, I don't know. I thought she was gonna react differently to him saying no, but she didn't. I said, yeah, of course. I said, I wondered what he was gonna say. I wondered if he was gonna be like, okay, if you marry me, I'll give it to him or something like that. But I think they said Marie's supposed to get out. How are you gonna get out though? But it's good that they got friends who would be willing to put up that much money because when you think about the fact that Andy did it for Sabrina, and then Calvin keeps saying he got his 20,000, then Sabrina said she got what 87,000, and the fact that they would give up everything they had that shows it. And even Maurice still being a butthole, he's still being a butthole or whatever because I thought Calvin was gonna say something. You know how Andy defended Sabrina? I was waiting on Calvin to say, hold on now, or something. He didn't say deal is fine. He was quiet the whole time. I said, And the way Maurice was talking to Sabrina, like she's the reason he's in there instead of the opposite, you know. Excuse me. I said, yeah, but we're gonna get to Maurice part. But at this point, I feel like he needs to be handled because after Bale leaves and everything, Calvin's coming in. Listen, one leaving out, one coming in. But I said at this point they're gonna have to set him up. I'm hoping they said Sabrina gonna go to Danny's apartment and be shocked at what she finds. Do y'all think that Danny is gonna sleep with Q? Because she was telling Andy today, not today, yesterday's episode, that she just needs to get laid or whatever to forget about everything with Preston. And he been pushing up, Q been pushing up on her real hard or whatever. So I was like, okay, is that what's gonna be the shot that Sabrina finds at Danny's apartment, or is it just gonna be Q over there smoking with her or whatever? I said I was hoping it didn't go down like that. I was hoping it was a name reveal, like they mentioned that his real name was Quentin or something, because I think that's the only name that he's been going by in front of Danny. Because if he slip up and say Q, then she'll know or whatever. But yeah, then they said that also Danny's gonna be horrified to find out that Q is the one who set Sabrina up and everything. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I said Q gonna have to be handled because not only he done got them locked up for a crime he committed. He was living in Maureen's home, got people in and out of there like it's his place. And Calvin just revealed on this episode that he's driving Maurice's car. So this nigga got the I said the word, my bad. This man got the audacity. I don't say the N word, my bad. He got the audacity or whatever. He driving around in Maurice's car, y'all. I said, I said that's beyond low down. So I was hoping that they set him up. You know how he set them up. I said they gonna have to set him up. That's why I was hoping that it's not true that Sabrina gonna find him at Danny's apartment. I would rather they do a name reveal and then they come up with this plan because usually people in that situation they want to brag about their crimes to impress people, and he been trying to impress Danny with all these fabricated stories or whatever. So I said, why not? I said, why not set him up? But that ain't how it's gonna go down, I don't think. But Robin comes to Andy's office and he thanks her for her help, and she thanks him as well. He asks her to dinner, she finally agrees and everything. And they end up at the same restaurant or bar or whatever. I guess it's a restaurant that Karen is at. Preston wants to know why Danny won't marry him and everything. She said she really, really likes him. And I said, I was watching that part and I was like, wait a minute now. Then last week she told him she do love him or whatever. I know you could love people and not be in love with them and stuff like that. But I said, didn't she just revealed that she loved him last week? I said, they be forgetting what they writing. But she basically said she don't love him the way he loves her. And I said, at this point, Preston just needs to walk away. He just needs to walk away. At this point, he just needs to walk away because he done gave her too many chances. And I said, now I agree that y'all not ready for marriage. But she has always, even before the proposal, been behaving like she don't want him. I said, like she don't want him. And her solution is always to go get another dude. I said, it's like what Andy told her. Like, you just got out of a situation or whatever. Y'all think, what was his name? It wasn't Logan. The other dude was Logan, wasn't it? Oh, wait a minute. What was his name? Jonah. The Jonah dude. Y'all think that's over, or do y'all think he's going to pop back up? I don't know. But, yeah, so you just get out of this situation or whatever. But, yeah, Preston decides to leave and everything. But I thought when they said they was bringing him on as another character or whatever, I thought that they was going to make progress. But no progress, and we in season 5, so might as well cut it out. Zach goes to the salon looking for Karen, and he's trying to find out stuff from Pam. Pam wasn't giving up no information or whatever. So he used the shop phone to call and everything. And Karen told where she was at. And I said, okay, I don't think she had anything to do with it, but if she did, then is that why she wanted him to come or whatever? If she did do it, but I'm not saying she did. I don't think she did it. Hopefully she didn't, because they need to move past this. But yeah, he picks up the phone and calls her. She tells him, if you know he upset or whatever, why would you tell him where you at? You could have been like, you could have said, don't worry about where I'm at, and hung up or something. She told him where she was at. Somebody said that she's the reason why. Well, at least I think the part. So she wasn't the reason why they got the fight. Whenever they was gonna go, and he grabbed her arm and made her sit down. So that spoiler wasn't true. But yeah. When Zach went to leave and go to the place, Pam said, I hope he could do more. Did she hope Aaron could do more than pray or whatever? I said that part was funny or whatever. excuse me, Karen tells Aaron that he want to know. I feel like in that moment he knew something was up, or he was trying to get her to tell him what's going on, but she was like, "Oh, it's nothing." And she tells him that Zach may show up. He asks what's going on, and Karen keeps saying she don't know. And I said, I'm not sure yet. I'm still not sure. Even after that whole fight and the interaction, I still don't know if she did it. I still don't know if she did it. Andy tells Danny not to invite anyone to her house because she's talking about needing to get laid to stop thinking about Preston, thinking about the Preston thing. Andy and Karen end up at the same place. Karen asks Andy if she knows why Zach is mad and on his way there. And I said they finna be at odds, which is why you stay out of it if you friends with both people. I said this is why you stay out of it or whatever, because they finna be at odds next week. And I seen some people saying, that Karen needs to get over it because Andy allowed to have whatever friends, and I agree to a certain point. It's like what I said on that video. Like eventually they're gonna always put you smack dead in the middle because you are in the middle because you're friends with both. So now they're gonna be trying to pump you for information on both sides or whatever. When Fatima told you that was like promise not to say no, you could have been like if it's about Karen or something like that, I can't have nothing to do with it. I don't want to know or whatever, and that would have been it. But you know about the picture. You know about the picture, and now next week, excuse me, dog, get sick. Next week, first they having an interaction, looked like at Karen place, and she's like, Andy is defending Fatima. She's like, she's had my back, and Karen's like, so have I. And I said, that's gonna be the problem. They both have been friends. She was friends with Karen first, so of course somebody gonna feel some type of way. But this is why if y'all gonna be friends, y'all gonna have to sit both of them down. Look, I'm friends with both of y'all. I consider both of y'all to be my sister and everything. Y'all both have been there for me. I want to be there for both of y'all. But y'all can't talk about each other behind each other's back or pump me for information. And that's gonna have to be it. If not, they're gonna continue to this song, especially until Karen fully gets over this situation or whatever. Then they ain't gonna never. I don't think, in my opinion, that they never gonna actually be cool or whatever. Andy gonna always be in the middle. If they think she ain't, it's gonna be a problem. Until Karen, like I said, when Karen gets over it, then maybe. But until then, no, because she was friends with Karen first. You got to consider that. But at the same time, she got to accept that Zach has moved on. But where? Let's see. Yeah, I said they finna be at odds. Angela goes over to see Fatima again, and she talk about she shouldn't have shown her that picture, and now she reminded Fatima of what she said that Zach was different. Now you said Zach is different and everything. I said you should have thought of that before you showed her. Granted, again, that's your friend. You're supposed to have her back, especially if somebody seen you the picture. Excuse me, let me stop talking fast. Especially if somebody seen the picture, but you should have. If that's your friend, you're supposed to say, okay, what is this? What's going on here? What happened? Investigate something, because anytime you bring a friend something you discover, they blame you or they look at you different or something. So I would have been like, okay, what is this? What happened? She could have been like, yeah, I was sitting at the salon getting my hair did. I was getting my hair did, and Zach was trying to leave or whatever. First they went in the back. Then they came out. He was going to leave and everything. She stopped him, asked for a hug, and then she kissed him on the jaw. Because if you took that picture, you seen the whole interaction. Excuse me, and that make you look shady. Like maybe you did have some connection to Karen or whatever. Because you sit there the whole time, and that's what I think people missing. Because you sit there, for you to sit there and take the photo, because after she kissed him on the jaw, he left. So you seen them up close and stuff. That's what the photo shows. You seen them. So you seen the whole interaction. You can say, look, this what happened. She kissed him on the jaw and all that stuff. Let your girl know if you gonna show her or something. She didn't do that. So now they need to show who the friend is. Who is the friend that sent the photo? Because they done stirred up all this mess. And then did y'all see the season 2 not premiere, the trailer for the team? They're gonna be beef it again over the whole Deja thing. Some new dude gonna be thrown in the mix and all this other stuff on season 2. I said, oh Lord, it's gonna be some mess. And I ain't did no review on that. But yeah, I said, ma'am, either you a friend or you ain't. Y'all stay mad at folks for being different when they decide to change. Y'all complain all this time about Zach being this way. Then he decided to change. You said Fatima reacted differently back in college. Now she trying to change. Either you accept they change and they gonna have to get both of their friends on one accord. Like, okay, this is where I'm at in this chapter of my life. Either y'all gonna get on board and start with the messiness, or I'm gonna have to cut y'all loose. It don't matter how long we've known each other. You are preventing my growth at this point. And that's what I feel like in regards to Fatima and Zach friends. But Maurice calls Calvin or whatever. He puts it on speaker. And Maurice still talking to us. He's still talking to us. And I said, listen, Andy, you didn't do a good job because he's still over here talking to us again. You need to set him straight again. I thought for sure that Calvin was, but he was talking to us, making Sabrina feel bad and everything. And I said, you got her in this situation. Excuse me. But yeah, you got her in this situation. But Zach ends up showing. I knew they was gonna wait to the end of the episode. I knew they was gonna wait to the end of the episode. They always wait to the good part or whatever. But this wasn't the good part technically. But Zach goes to confront Karen. She was saying she didn't know what he's talking about, but she was quiet. She didn't know what he was talking about, but when he was asking about the pictures or whatever, she was quiet. Then she was like she didn't know and all that. I said I kind of believe, I kind of don't believe her in that moment. But I said I starting to think she really didn't know or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I know. We'll know next week, I guess. But Aaron is telling Zach to calm down and relax and everything. And eventually, Aaron and Karen agree to go. So they get up to go. Karen get up to go. And Zach grabs Karen to make her sit back down. And that's how the fight ended up happening, y'all. That's how the fight ended up happening. And the drama continues next week. But I said, okay, I feel like Aaron did have a right to defend her because you didn't have to grab her and make her sit down or whatever. So, and if you're supposed to be the man in her life, you're supposed to protect her or whatever. Even if she technically may have, I ain't say technically, if she may have caused all this beef to begin with or whatever. I said, he did right to protect her or whatever. I said, Zach gonna have to learn to calm down now. You can't just go beating up on people or whatever. But yeah, they fighting and look like in the corner. I kept rewinding it to see. Look like not Preston. What's the dude name? Robin. Robin was holding Andy back. Then eventually, Andy came over there talking to Karen and stuff. Aaron is telling Zach to leave. Excuse me. But yeah, they over here fighting and stuff. They fighting, but on the preview, Andy gonna get caught telling Fatima not to let Karen come between her. And Karen's like, yes, please don't. Oh Lord. Um, not to come between her and Zach. Yeah, and they're gonna be arguing back and forth again. And I said the same thing. They're gonna have to come to some type of agreement. They're not gonna talk about one another. If y'all gotta be friends, y'all can't talk about one another to one another. If not, it's not gonna work out. Because you was friends with Karen first, and I feel like if you have a friend and they start acting differently, you gonna feel some type of way too. But this the thing though, you can't tell nobody if he actually in love with her, which he is, and they get married, you're gonna have to stop all this mess. But we're gonna see next week, y'all, if she actually did it or not. Hopefully she did not do it. I'm hoping she didn't do it, y'all. I don't know. But comment down below, what did y'all think of this episode? Did y'all like it? Until next time, deuces.